We both had the same idea, and we wanted to do something like this, and we worked constantly on it, and I don't know why, but at the end we looked to each other. Oh no, we worked, I don't know, 6-7 weeks on that track, and then we finished the track, and we were listening to the track in the studio, and we looked to each other and we said, that's bullshit. And we throw away the complete track, but we were like, that was just like in the background, a melody in the background. That's the main melody at the end from Ray. We were like, the melody from the background, it's really good. We have to do something with that. And then that's actually, like it is sometimes, this went really natural, really fast, We had the melody, we had the backing track, zack, zack, zack. It was like this, and the track was finished, the new track. But like, it took 7 weeks of our time away. But sometimes it must be like this. We never work alone, so it's always working together. It's a constant fight, but a positive fight, like an old couple. In the always fighting, we both have different opinions, but we have to approach to each other. Like the result we must both be confident with the result. So it's always a constant approach of two persons in the studio. In German, there's this word Symbiose. I don't know, symbiotic, like this symbiotic relationship. That's really good. Frank is like really fast with the computer and the instruments, and I'm more like, he always said, he's the musician and the producer or the conductor, like in a film. He's having the camera, and I'm the man behind the camera who like saying we have to go this way and this way. We have to cut here. We have to do it like this. It's more like we find a really good way in working together. Sometimes it's hard, but we don't. I think we cannot work in a different way, like alone. He cannot work alone because he can't finish tracks, and I can't. It would take too long, like to finish something for me, because I'm not really fit with all that computer stuff. So that's the point, You have to finish somehow. At some point you have to say, it's enough now. The thing is, I think if you are a perfectionist, you never find the end. But you have, sometimes you have to leave the track alone. You have to reach a point. Okay, now it's enough. We can't do this better, and that's actually my job to say, now we finish now. A lot of people having great ideas, but to bring these ideas together, that's really hard, in my opinion. We really work very long on everything. It's not like we are doing a remix or something in a day or in 2 or 3 days. It's always a process over weeks for us. That's why we don't release that much, I would say. But we really think about everything, and then after a week we listen again, change stuff we didn't like, and that's a constant process. We are in the studio 2 days in a week, you know, and you work 2 days in the studio, then you listen to the result, and you can think 1 week, what can we change the next week? That's not good enough, that's not good enough. Maybe we can add here something, maybe we leave this away, and we have to really think constantly about everything, and we both have to be 100% satisfied with the product, and that's why it took so long to get to this point. There's this famous techno club in Berlin called Panorama Bar, Berghain, underground techno club. No promotion, you don't really know who's playing, you just go there, you know, and there's no dress code, nothing. One of, or the main guy behind the club used to be a ballet dancer. So he has always this connection to the ballet, and they were like, they had this idea because they always dance for an older crowd, and they were like, we want to do something more modern. So they were in contact with Michael, the owner of Berghain, and they came up, like the main choreographer of the State Ballet came up with the idea. They said, you can do whatever you want. It's not supposed to be club music. Imagine what you are doing, what kind of music you want to listen to in an opera or in a ballet. So we did this track, which was a non-dance track, but was 20 minutes long, something around 20 minutes. And they sold the CD, and everyone liked the request. The request to our track was really strong, because it was only released on the CD. So they asked us to do like a short dance version, and they released like the original ballet version on vinyl plus like a new dance version from us. So that's the story behind it. It was quite interesting to do something nothing really aimed to the dance floor, and at the end it ended on the dance floor. So that's a funny story. We don't want to produce only dance floor music, but if we release a 12-inch, it should be dance music. Yeah. 12-inch is the format for DJs, and that's would be stupid to do something which is not for the dance floor on 12-inch. For CDs, that's something different, you know. But mainly, I would say it's focused on the dance floor. 2 years ago, people said, yeah, there's already a backlash of our production because a lot of people copied the style, or I don't think even people copied anything, but there were a lot of productions out which sound a little bit like our production, but our production also sounds like something from the past, you know. And but with the latest releases we showed the people, you know, we can go on, you know, doing different stuff now, and it's not like focused on one formula, you know, because everyone expected, yeah, they will go on doing a second Ray. Why, you know, doesn't make sense for us. The strangest settings, there are so many different. I think it was beginning of 2007. I was in Barcelona playing, and I was waiting at the baggage claim for my luggage, my records, and there was this, I don't know, 60 years old woman waiting for the luggage too, like like just next to me, and suddenly her mobile was ringing, and it was Ray, and I was like, that's strange, that's really strange, and I was like, yeah, this happens sometimes.